So on Sunday, I will monitor the Aussie MI inflation gauge month over month.
Okay.
On Monday, we have the pound construction PMI under H4. I have checked all the talk by the central bank, so nothing interesting. So we do not need to waste time to check.
Okay.
Then we will have I will monitor the Chinese trade balance and USD denominated trade balance.
Yep.
And then we have a big one in red with the Aussie, the cash rate, the Reserve Bank of Australia rate statement, and monitor the 30-year bond auction, indeed.
Okay.
On Tuesday.
Scrolling.
Yeah. On Tuesday, we will have the pound Halifax HPI month over month under H4.
Yep.
We have under H4 also the 2 euro ZEUs, the ZEU economic sentiment and the German ZEU economic sentiment. Then we will have to monitor the pound 30-year bond auction. We will have the card trade balance, all time frames.
Yep.
Then the US dollar trade balance, also all time frames. Then we will have the tentative Kiwi GDP price index, all time frames.
Yep.
And the yen current account, all time frames.
Oh, okay.
And I will monitor also the yen, the final GDP, the two final GDP. So simply monitor. Yeah.
Okay. And Wednesday, scrolling.
On Wednesday, we will have to monitor the Euro-German 10-year bond auction. Then we will have a big group in red with the CAD, Bank of Canada rate statement, overnight rate, and that's all for the CAD. Then the US dollar crude oil inventories to monitor, and then in red, of course, the CAD press conference.
These are highs.
Then monitor the US dollar 10-year bond auction.
Sorry, were you, excuse me, monitoring the jolts?
No.
Okay.
And I will monitor the Aussie Reserve Bank of Australia bulletin.
Yep.
And the Chinese CPI year over year. PPI is not necessary.
Okay.
And that's it for Wednesday. On Thursday,
scrolling.
So on Thursday, we will have I will continue to monitor the US dollar unemployment claims.
Yep.
Then monitor the US dollar natural gas storage and 30-year bond auction.
Yep.
And that's all for Thursday. And on Friday is payday. So we will have the pound GDP month over month all time frames.
Yep.
Then the pound manufacturing production month over month under H4. Then I will monitor the pound NIESR GDP estimates.
Yep.
And then we have the 2 US dollar CPI month over month, so under H4.
Oh, okay.
And we will have the 2 US dollar preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectation under H4. And I will monitor the budget balance, the Fed budget balance.
Okay, so the incantation goes anything, all time frames under H4 or high impact. Don't place any trades 1 hour prior, get out of them within half an hour. This is because there could be volatility when the news comes out. Used to be a lot of it, not so much these days, but the non-farm payroll looks like it was pleasantly surprising, being volatile. And the monitors are there just to be aware of what's going on, so that you fills in a bit of your background for trading side of things. For the pairs, when I can find it, watch out. Any news coming up on the euro, the US, or the yen, it doesn't matter what pair you're trading, any of them is impacted. So even if it doesn't have the euro, US, or yen in it, news coming out on these could still cause, say, the pound kiwi to jump or something like that. On the smaller pairs, these little ones down here, news coming up on those generally only affects pairs that have that currency in it. So you don't need to worry about too much if you don't have that currency in the pair that you're trading. Just be aware of it. And the pound kind of straddles and sits in the middle. So you just have to analyze what's going on day by day. It was more important during Brexit, not quite so important these days. And top 10 pairs. These are the list of the top 10 for this week, going back 4 weeks. Oh, forgot to do this. 1039 and today's date. It hasn't changed much. Did get a bit tight around September time. It's only moved a little bit. Still nowhere near what it used to be, but this is it. And how far down on the list do you want to go, Eusebio, for?
Oh, you can go down to the US dollar CAD.
US CAD, where's that?
Yeah, line 22.
Oh, okay. And okay, so these were the main one to watch, and these ones down here, 11 to 22, the rest of them almost are better movers. It seems that the pairs are beginning to move a bit better in general, most of them. Before it used to be only a few at the top. Now they all tend to be moving a bit better, but we'll see how it goes. And so I've got them down to US CAD, so I'll wipe those two out.
Yeah, some pairs seems to move a bit better, but there was a concern, because if you observe these pairs until the pair number 15, essentially, okay, there is something which is extremely important. Do you see what is happening on these 15 pairs? There is really something extremely significant, which may perhaps indicate some worry all around the world. The big boys seem to be much more prudent. Have you not observed that all the yen pairs are there now in these 15 first pairs? And the yen is one of the safe havens. And so risk aversion, indeed, done. So we have to pay attention. Perhaps something will happen. I don't know what, but the big boy seems to be much more prudent. Yeah, huge drop in all the currency, the cryptocurrencies done, in fact.
Okay. Phil's asking, how do you figure the most impacted pairs? Or is that a whole another story beyond my pay grade?
No, simply I'm simply observing that the yen, which is one of the safe havens, as you say, are among the most volatile pairs. So this is just what I'm observing. Of course, the pound are still at the top of the list because the pound is still impacted by the post-Brexit effect. But after the pound, we have the yen. And the yen is one of the most important safe havens. So something is worrying the big boys.
Phil, what do you mean, how do we figure the most impacted pairs? Do you mean, how do we get this list? Because it won't take me much to show you if that's what you mean. Or did Eusebio answer the question? How did we make a list? Okay, I'll quickly show you then. It's pretty simple. You call up these guys here, be very nice to them, and I'll just strip the front out. Okay, it's MATF, it's the volatility page, and it comes up with a list of 60 or 70 pairs. What you do is you exclude the pairs that you don't want. So I've gone through and ripped out things like the Euro Singapore dollar and the Euro Turkish lira, stuff like that. And that just leaves me with 28 major pairs that are listed down here. It's quite nice these days, they stay there. I don't have to do it every week. And then you tell it you want a 4-week list, the average over the past 4 weeks, go, and it does a calculation. And then if you sort by dollar range here, you get a list of that list that's on the page. So before I used to jump through hoops with Excel to sort all this out. Now that you can just do it on the page. So here are the here's the list going down, showing you all the yens and the pound and stuff like that. Very simple. So if and slash when we disappear, because we will, you've now got the ability to do it for yourself. Okay, cool. Like I said, it is pretty simple. So, and we just pick the top 10 pairs and then leave the rest out. Okay, so I'll just pull that back up over here. So here's the top 10 pair, back over here. The NewsWatch is, you've seen us, how we do the NewsWatch. The more arcane pieces, like which news item to pick out, is a little more difficult. And the way I do it is I go back through previous, if Eusebio disappears, and he has sometimes, and it just takes me ages, I go back through previous news watches and check each news item to see if it was important or not at that particular time, and do it that way. Okay, ignore this. I don't know why, but Microsoft tends to go a bit spewy on some of my screens. So we've got the NewsWatch list down here. What we're going to do now is match up the NewsWatch with the top 10 pairs so that we come up with a, we as in Eusebio comes up with a list on a daily basis. So here we go. We've just picked the pairs, the currencies that are between 5 in the evening to 5 p.m. the next day. So on Sunday we've got nothing. We ignore the monitors, and we've got a high impact at 10:30 p.m. So that's on the next day after 5 p.m. So there's nothing on Monday, Eusebio.
Nothing. Okay. Nothing. So the chart will be either the first chart will be the pound yen or the pound Swiss.
Okay. Yep.
Then the pound kiwi or the euro kiwi.
Did that one last week. Maybe it was the week before.
Pound kiwi, euro kiwi.
Can't see it. Okay. Okay.
And then the pound CAD or the pound US dollar.
Just overwrote it, didn't I? Okay, pound CAD, US dollar.
No, Chris, no. There is a small error in your spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. For the pound construction PMI, it is not monitor. It is under H4.
Oh, okay.
So this changes somewhat the selection. So we have for the first choice the pound Swiss or the pound yen or the pound Swiss. This is good. Then we will have the pound kiwi or the pound card. Pound kiwi or pound card. And then the pound US dollar or pound Aussie. So just change pound card into pound Aussie. No, just change pound card into pound Aussie.
Hello. I'm not doing all that typing. Here you go.
Okay.
Okay, so leftovers from Monday are the Aussie.
The Aussie is here and here, okay.
The pound again.
The pound, and pound.
Euro.
The euro, okay.
Easy one. CAD.
The CAD, yeah.
I've just chucked them all in, Eusebio. USD.
US dollar, USD, okay.
And the Kiwi.
And the Kiwi. Do we have one which is high impact? No, okay. So we will have,
I should have just said not the Swiss.
Pound Kiwi or Euro Kiwi? Pound Kiwi or Euro Kiwi?
But I typed that one out and had to... Okay.
Then pound card or pound US dollar? Pound card or pound US dollar? Like Wednesday. Second choice.
If you like. Yep.
And then pound Aussie, Euro Aussie or Euro card? Pound Aussie, Euro card.
Okay. And for leftovers from Tuesday, it's still the Kiwi, because we don't know if it comes up 4-5
Kiwi, okay.
The yen.
The yen, okay.
And on Wednesday we've got the CAD, high impact.
The CAD, okay.
That's it.
Okay, so we will have the pound card or the euro card. Pound card or euro card.
Yep.
Then the pound yen or pound kiwi.
Okay.
And then the euro kiwi or the CAD yen. Oh, that's not usual. Euro kiwi or CAD yen.
Oh, excuse me. I was trying not to sneeze into the mic. It's hard to grab the microphone switch while your head's exploding. Sorry, what was it again? The pound kiwi?
Euro kiwi or CAD yen. CAD yen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Euro kiwi. Okay. And I'll turn the volume up. So, say something, Eusebio.
That's good. I'm waiting for Thursday.
All right, Mr. Pushy. So leftovers from Wednesday, there's nothing. Unless the conference runs later. No, it's probably going to be the afternoon. Yep. Okay. Let me see. So on Thursday, we've got nothing.
Nothing on Thursday, so it will be easy. It will be first of all the pound yen or the pound Swiss.
Yep.
Then the pound kiwi or the euro kiwi. Pound kiwi or euro kiwi.
Yep.
And then the pound card or pound US dollar. Like Tuesday. Second line.
Yep, thanks. Okay, and leftovers from Thursday, there's nothing. And on Friday, we've got the pound.
The pound, so pound, 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 and pound, yeah.
And the US, American.
US dollar here, okay. And that's it, okay. So we will have the pound US dollar or the pound yen. Pound US dollar,
okay.
Pound yen.
Yep.
Then the pound Swiss or the pound Kiwi.
Got one of those, haven't we?
No, pound Swiss, yeah, no, pound Swiss or pound Kiwi.
Yep. Okay.
And then the pound CAD or pound Aussie.
What happened there?
Pound CAD or pound Aussie.
Okay. Hey, there you go.
Okay, that's it.
Cool. So I'll just save this in case we explode. So I'll put these up on the website 2 or 3 hours after the scrolling party's finished. All available. And if you have any questions or you've noticed something that might be out of whack, let me know. How does your Sabio figure the pairs choose?
Oh, Phil, you want to know all my secrets?
We're going to do that next week in the primer session. Sabio said that he would show you how he lists.
No, Phil, there was no problem. I have said 2 weeks ago that one day I will show how I'm proceeding to define the pairs for each day. It's very easy, in fact.
Yeah, and it's really good training side of things as well. So it's quite good. Yep. But yeah, okay. We'll leave that till next week. But he, essentially just matching up the top 10 pairs here with the news for that particular day ends up with these things here with a few subtleties. So, okay, let me pull this out of the road. Any other questions now that we managed to deflect that one? So I'll add that to the list. What's it called? Daily pairs list. How to make. So that's for next week. What is Sam about? Different from Max.
No, in fact, your questions is not accurate enough, Phil. A more accurate question would be, what is Sam about different from standard? Because in fact, with the max, we have 4 levels of the max. We have the max primer, we have the max standard, which is the flagship course with the max. Then we have the max advanced and the max SAM. And so the max SAM and the max advanced are more advanced version of the max standard.